Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just wanted to give you my impressions, or a little review, if you will, on Hand of Fate on the Xbox One. It's free for all of February 2016 if you're a gold member on Xbox One. It's also, I believe, $5 on Windows 10, so if you have that and you want to check this out and this looks interesting, then you can do that too. So this game is a little hard to stick into a genre. It's definitely an amalgamation of like 4 or 5 different kinds of games. It is a collectible card game underneath it all, where you're able to build your own deck, customize your deck, or let the computer just pick what they think which deck is best for you, which is kind of what I do because I'm not the best at deck building games. But then underneath that, or on top of that I should say, it has a really cool mechanic. As you're seeing right now, there's action parts of the game where you can fight enemies, you can upgrade your character like an RPG and buy things from a store or gain them by gaining different cards. So you gain different cards, you upgrade your character, you get a new shield, you get a new helmet or new armor or weapon. Certain weapons have certain attributes and stats that are better towards like fighting the undead, for instance, or fighting certain kinds of characters. So you kind of want to play your strong attributes and your strong weapons towards the enemy or the NPC's weak points. But really cool game, very interesting, definitely caught me off guard. Here I am now, I think, in the deck building portion of the game. So I showed you a little bit of the action, and you just go level by level. And also, which I really enjoy about the game, is it also has a lot of chance in it and a text-based game, which is very reminiscent of something like a choose-your-own-adventure book. When I was a kid, I would go to the store, excuse me, or the library more so, and borrow these books that were all like choose-your-own-adventures with like medieval quests, where you'd get into the book and it would say like, you run across a stream, you can, try and get across the stream, you can do this, you can do that. So a lot of it, like what I'm showing you right now, and when you do it, there's chances of you succeeding if you pick the right card, or failing. There's if you pick the right option in general, maybe it's not card based, you'll gain something. Sometimes you'll gain cards or health. So it's got a really lot of cool elements to it that are kind of hard to categorize. Here I'm at the shop because I passed in the game I was playing, I picked up a card and it said, you pass a shop, would you like to stop in and buy something? And you could say no and just continue on your way. You can say yes and use some of the gold you've been accruing through killing certain guys or gaining certain cards. And it has that like sort of chance thing going on where, the more stuff you do, whether you go down the cave that's creepy and kill the boss, or make it through a maze. There's one level I played, it was just a maze of traps. And you have to try and get through the maze without dying, and when you get to the end, you get treasure. The treasure is X amount of cards, 5 cards, 6 cards, and each card gives you something different, and you can choose whether to equip them, and use them on your character for the battles, or whatever they may be that they add to your character. But Hand of Fate is really cool. The graphics are pretty good, the gameplay's fun, the voice acting I like a lot. I think the action sequences are a little clunky, and the fighting isn't like the best fighting I've ever played in a game, but it's definitely good, and it's a really cool game. It just really caught me off guard with all these little elements. I like when companies try something different, and they really, I feel, tried something different here, and it worked, because just taking all these different kinds of things and mashing them together could have been a mess, but instead it's a really fun game. So if you're into card games, if you're into like maybe fighting games or choose your own adventure games or games of chance, anything like that, I would say just definitely give this a whirl. It's free and you have nothing to lose if you're a Xbox Gold member. So thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.
The more channeled the power, and the more dramatic.